EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On second down, Etienne once more.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne. And every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The second running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
Across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Check 50, check 50.
A give running right, Etienne. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Got a first down as he's up to the 48. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes a starch right out of them.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Get that ball. Slam, slam.
One more time with ETN. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play number 8 here on the opening drive. This is 3rd and goal. They go play action with Lawrence. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got him to the turf.
It's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Safe. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight. Mike, 53.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Shift! Watch the shift! Sunday! Hey, switch gears. Shift!
On play action, it's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. That's Taylor. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Here we go. I got him. Joker. Check. Lucky. Check 9. Alert.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Here's Chris Claybrooks to return. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down. Go now. 50, plant. Coming for you. Here we go. Here we go. Bang, 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 bang. Look at me. Go, go. Pick the edge. Come, come. Shift.
On second down, ETN once more. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
They can't hang with us. Check.
On third down, Lawrence.
Check. Fresno.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, first and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Bring it. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Mike's 22. Mike's 22.
They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz.
Kill. Back.
It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And he's got room. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Rondale Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 15-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Kill.
Now Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And the Colts will take over possession here up at the 44. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
First and 10, Taylor now. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Second and 15.
Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, Ford Tokyo. 22.
On play action, Wentz. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10.
Mike's 22, Mike's 22. I got wide. Hey, check 24.
From the gun, it's Taylor. A little juke. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. Second down, another run with Taylor. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And the Colts are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that makes the score 21-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Quiddy Pay. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. 4th down. Here's Lawrence. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Blankenship's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Check. Sunday. Kill. Switch. Mike's 22, Mike's 22.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And the catch made by Hilton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Andre Cisco there on the stop.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now a play fake. Wentz. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
141 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
It's going to be a long day. Big edge, big edge, big edge.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Colts just continue to pour it on. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Give me some. Give me some.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 33. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The 3rd running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, 3rd most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. All right. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's a 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
He's going to look deep for more. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Wentz. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Hard, hard. Alert 3. Alert 3. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Kill, kill, kill.
On second down, ETN once more. And some room to roam now. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 54 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Down. 8, read.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Check pass. Check pass.
On first down, right back to ETN. And some room to work. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check, 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 check.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Here we go. Slam, slam.
Now Lawrence. He'll let it fly for Austin. Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Let's get off the field.
Out, 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 out.
Here's Lawrence. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Gain of 13 yards.
Sweep.
First down, Jacksonville.
Get it.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Come to my world. Hey, 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 hey. Come to my world.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Smoke. Double up, double up, double up, double up.
53's the mic. 53's the mic.
Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. A first down and more. ETN. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jaguars are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Joker. Check. Lucky.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Throw to the right, taken in by Barrios. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
22, he's coming. 22's coming, Mike.
Wentz going to throw.
Let's go, baby.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
172 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run once more with Taylor. Able to push his way through. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Pick it up.
74. Mike, 22, he's coming. 22's coming, Mike. Not here. Check three. Bang.
Play action. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Any day. Check. Fresno. Gone. 37.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Let's go.
On the counter, Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency.